All right, this is the final lesson in the algebra concepts. Lesson 7 is writing the equation from a table. Okay, the objective is, given an XY table, the student will be able to determine the role or equation of the table to 100% accuracy. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds a lot like what we've already done. It is very similar to lesson 5, 2 lessons ago, where I gave you a word problem that was an XY chart and you had to create the equation. In this lesson, it is the exact same thing, except it is not a word problem. I'm just giving you the XY table and you're writing the equation. Besides that, there's nothing new. Okay, so if we look at example 1, which equation is true for the 3 points of x and y values in the table below? So they want you to write an equation. Your equation is going to take on the same form as before, where it's y equals some number times x plus some number. Okay, if you remember, the number in front of x, or in the first box, always was the rate of increase. Okay, and the second box was always the starting point, or week 0. In this case, there's no weeks. It's just represented by x, when x is 0. Okay, so in this XY chart, we have the point 0, -3, 1, -1, and 2, 1. Okay, we first want to find the rate of increase. How much are those y values increasing by? Okay, to get from -1 to -3, that is increasing by a value of 2. To get from -1 to +1, you are increasing by 2. Notice that you have negative numbers. That's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, they're both increasing by 2, so that is the number that goes in front of x. 2 times x. The other number that you're trying to find is the value of y when x is 0. Now, when we did the word problems before, they never had 0 in the XY table, but now they have it there. So we don't even have to, this is actually less work. They tell you that at 0, the value of y is -3. So what you want to do is you want to put that -3 in the box. Okay, that is our starting point, or that's the value of y when x is 0. All right, now to simplify that answer, you can just write the equation y equals 2x. Whenever you have plus a -3, that's the same as just writing -3. Okay, so your equation or rule is y equals 2x minus 3. Going on to example 2. Once again, which equation is true for the 3 points of x and y values in the table below? So you have the points 0, -1, 1, 2, and 2, 5. Y equals some number times x plus some number. Okay, this first box is represented by the rate of increase. Okay, y is increasing by 3 here, from -1 to 2. From 2 to 5, it's increasing by 3 also. That's the pattern. So that is the rate, so that is what number goes in front of the x. Right there. The other box you fill in is always the value of y when x is 0. That's the starting point. Okay, so in example 2, if you look at the table, they already have 0 there for you. So when x is 0, the value of y is -1. So -1 is what you put in the second box. So your equation is y equals 3x. And instead of writing plus a -1, you can just write -1. So once again, it is okay to have negative numbers in your answer. Okay, last example. Example 3. Once again, you can pause the video, do example 3 yourself, and then come back and check with me. All right, in example 3, which equation is true for the 3 points of x and y values in the table below? Okay, so the points are 0, 5, 1, 8, 2, 11. Y equals some number times x plus some number. The number in front of x is the rate of increase. Okay, those numbers are increasing at a rate of 3. Okay, so 3 is the number that you place in front of x. The other number that you need is the starting point, or what is the y value when x is 0. The value of y is 5 there. So 5 is the value that you place in the box. There's no negative this time, but that's okay. You can be positive or negative. So your final answer, your final equation is y equals 3x plus 5. Okay, so given what you've been able to do with this is I've given you a table, and from that you are able to give me the equation representing that table. That concludes that concludes the 7 lessons dealing with algebraic concepts. If you need to review any of these lessons before taking the test, please do so. You may also grab another blank packet and just practice the problems on your own, and then you could check them with the original answers. Okay, thank you very much.